this is Michelle and I am finally back for an update. It has been about 3 years and 7 months since I had my surgery, and so let me give you all of my stats. Before I did my surgery, I had to have a 6-month supervised diet. So at the start of that, I was like 287 pounds. Then on my day of surgery, which was January 4th of 2017, I was 252 pounds. Today, I am 190 pounds. So that is 62 pounds lost since I had surgery, 97 pounds since the start of the whole weight loss surgery process, and 130 pounds down from my all-time highest weight because I wasn't at my highest weight when I had my surgery. Okay, so what has been going on? So like I said, my weight today is 190 pounds. I believe my last update video, which I did a few months ago, I actually don't remember how much I weighed, but I know it was 180 something. So the thing is that my weight has been steadily going up, even way before this COVID stuff. In some of my previous videos, I talked about the health issues that I started having, my digestive health issues. And for the most part, those, it's not 100% cleared up because every single day it depends on what I'm eating. So if I'm eating like perfect carnivore, then my symptoms are gone. When I try to add things back here and there, sometimes I have just like mild symptoms just for a day. Sometimes something as severe, something like lettuce can cause me to have symptoms every day for a week, just eating it one time. So it's still a process, and part of my fluctuating weight is the fact that I just keep getting annoyed and bored, and so I keep wanting to eat things. Well, see, this is the thing. I don't have any issues for the most part with bad things like chips and popcorn and Doritos and alcohol. I don't have any issues with those things. And so I admit that sometimes out of frustration and boredom with my diet, sometimes I'm just eating chips and alcohol for dinner, it's crazy, it's bad. It's like I'll eat a really good breakfast, I'll eat a really great lunch, and then for dinner I'm like, forget it, And so that is what I've been struggling a lot with, is actually caring enough to try. So I have been dealing with these digestive issues since November of last year, and that is pretty much about when my weight gain kind of started. I looked back at the numbers, and at this time last year I was around 173, and at this time 2 years ago I also was at 173, just coincidentally. And so for about the past, in the past, before this past year, I have been maintaining in the low 70s. And then in September of last year, I partied all month. I went to Montreal for my birthday, and then a few weeks after that, I went to Vegas, and my weight jumped up into the 180s, which is what normally might happen, but then I usually just get back on track and get my weight back down. But this time I didn't do that because it was a couple months after that my symptoms started in November. And then, pretty much for so many months I was in so much pain, and the only thing that helped the pain was alcohol. And I, went through all the tests and went to all the doctors and the specialists and all this stuff, and pretty much in the end, my CT scan said that I had mild mild diverticulosis, which, okay, that might be true, but my symptoms don't seem to match that exactly. And the things that tend to help people that have diverticulosis are not the things that help me. But anyway, the point is that I finally realized that what helps me the most is just eating meat and small amounts of dairy. And I'm experimenting with what other healthy things I can add back in, but that has just been a very long, slow process. And then all this COVID stuff started happening. And so, day by day for me, what it's been is like, okay, I'm back on track. I'm eating like the way I'm supposed to. And then I lose a few pounds. And then I start not caring again. Work. I've had a lot of good changes at work, but I've also had some changes at work that has made it much, much more stressful. Even though I am very thankful that I have a job. But all these things that I've just been letting them be excuses to not eat right. And July, so I was going to come back last month to do my 3-year, 6-month surgiversary video, and my precious dog died July 1st. And so then, and that was a big surprise. And so then, of course, I wasn't in the mood to do a video for July, but I promised myself that I wasn't going to let this continue. My birthday is next month in September. I'll be turning 49, and I don't want to be in the 190s, and I preferably would like to not be in the 180s. We'll see about that. But, the highest my weight has jumped up to is 194. I made a promise to myself that I was not under any circumstances going to allow my weight to get over 200 pounds. I made that promise to myself when I was in the 170s. So I thought that's a pretty big leeway. And apparently it still is a good leeway, because no matter what, I still have not gone over 200 pounds. But that's only because now I've just been yo-yoing. It's like I eat poorly till I jump up into the 190s. Then I get back on track, and then I'm like, oh, okay, now I don't care anymore. And then anyway, I've been going back and forth, and that is definitely not healthy either. It would have been healthier just to keep eating and letting my weight go up and then getting it back down, instead of this constant going back and forth. So I'm ready now to finally stop going back and forth. And I also want to widen the gap between my weight and the 200 pounds, so I can make sure that I stay away from that. So what I'm going to be doing is reinstituting my calendar again. I've always had the most success, I think, when I pay attention to, my body, mind, spirit, body, mind, soul. And so the things that I'm going to be incorporating in my calendar are focusing on those things. Meditation, I believe, is really important. I have not been doing it at all. Water, 2 liters of water. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard, but I have not been getting my water in. Even though it's over 100 degrees outside, haven't been getting my water. Fasting. So also, fasting in the past, I just believe has been very, very, when I was staying in the 170s, I was doing my intermittent fasting. And so it's very important for me to get back on track with doing that. Sleep is always very important. So 7 hours of sleep according to my Fitbit. So, my Fitbit, it can track whether you're awake or asleep or moving around. I wanted to make sure that when I wake up in the morning that I've had 7 hours of actual sleep. And then carbs, 30 net carbs. So for most of my whole journey, for pretty much this whole process, I've always been a 50 net carb person, and I do very well with 50 net carbs. But that was back when I could actually have all these different fruits and vegetables and things that I really cannot tolerate right now. So the only way that I'm getting very many carbs in is when I'm eating the stuff that I shouldn't be eating. And so that's why I dropped it down to 30 net carbs, because I should be able to easily stick to that. So the one thing that's missing off of that is exercise. So I didn't put anything about exercise on there because, like I said, I wear my Fitbit every day and I'm in step bets. So I'm still doing step bets. Every day I'm in some type of a step bet. So that helps guarantee that I'm at least getting my steps in. I have just recently started doing some weights to work on my upper body and my arms and things. And so I am going to be incorporating that in too. But I guess I'm not going to, there's no stars for that. Okay, I have just rambled on. I'm going to check back in with you guys in 2 weeks to show you my progress that I'm making. You know, pretty much what I would love is to just see the 170s by my birthday. That's what I want to be back into the 170s. That's all. So even if it's 179, that's fine. And if you've listened to this whole thing, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I'm going to give away 2 $25 Amazon gift cards, and that's to celebrate having 1,000 subscribers, which I had a few weeks ago, but now all of a sudden I've lost a couple people, so whatever. I'm still going to do it. All you have to do is leave some comment below, and in 2 weeks when I do my next update video, I will draw the winner. So thank you all for watching. Really, the giveaway is to thank you for supporting me. If you're watching this video, that means that you cared enough to see how I'm doing. So the gift cards are just my thank you. And yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in 2 weeks. I hope everyone is doing well. Bye.